¿Qué tal, mis amigos? It's Paul Saucido. It is a Saucido Slant, probably one of the greatest shows ever. Because
ever created.
We have, finally, a lot of people been asking about, where's Dacia? Ladies and gentlemen, Dacia Saenz.
It's good to be back.
And on video, too.
I'm a little bit scared.
So, we've been talking about Dacia coming on the show as a co-host, as a...
correspondent.
Correspondent to me sounds so, provincial.
Provincial?
Like you're just stuck in one little slot. You're like the... You're like the all-star of the show.
No.
Yeah,
no.
We're going to make you the all-star. But the point is, on your very first thing here on the slant, which, from time to time will be the Saenz slant.
You can never say my last name.
Saenz.
Saenz. I'm not... Saenz. It's Alejandro Saenz.
I like Alejandro Saenz.
It's not the same last name.
I'm learning, and now I'm finally spelling it right.
Yeah, no, I'm really proud of you for that. Baby steps. We'll work on it. I'm patient.
Dacia Saenz.
Hey, that was good.
That's better.
That was good.
Okay, so what's going on? We've been talking about it. Is that you're going to be going to DC? Why? We're going to get to it in a minute.
Sure.
Because that's like the thick of this Saucido slant. This is, let's talk about some.
The meat.
And I want to bring up our radio show, our old radio show.
Yeah, let's talk. Let's review.
2009. We've shooken off the hate from 08. And that unfortunately meant leaving the name and the incarnation of what Rocky Road Radio was. A lot of people loved that show, not only for us and what we were doing on it, but the music. And Dacia, I was listening to KUT today, and they were doing a special on old outlaw radio and how they played songs that you would never hear on Top 40.
You mean like pirated radio stations?
Right, like from the 30s to the 70s, like the
people
old
taking over airwaves and playing things that
and transmitted through a Mexican satellite.
Yeah.
So that's why people love us.
Essentially, you're playing things that people don't often hear, or it's not the commercial mainstream stuff. People love that.
Mm-hmm. So Rocky Road Radio is dead.
Rest in peace, man. Vaya con Dios. That's what I say.
Thank God.
Good riddance to bad rubbish. And not the show, and not the people, not the fans, not what we were doing with it. Just, we are like the phoenix.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to rise from the ashes. We are rising as we speak.
I love that. I love that.
And that's a good thing. I think transformation is important. I think it's really great to coincide with the new year. Mm-hmm. 2000 divine.
2000 mine.
That's right. I'm gonna get mine in 2009. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes, you just gotta be like, I gotta shake it off, 'cause the loving ain't the same. You just move forward.
And it's not just the radio show.
Paul and I have been through, we lead parallel lives.
Yeah.
On some levels, on a lot of levels. And so we have, there's been a rebirth on our front.
And even though I'm on the eve of going to a family, affair, there's still already there's some wonderful things happening this year for myself, for you. Mm-hmm. So I just want to say thanks.
It's good to be back.
And we're here in the friendly confines of Mercury Mambo.
Can you give shout outs now?
Shout out
Matt
Reyes,
Liz,
Tefilero,
Becky,
to talk about our buddy Gustavo Alberto, who we broke here on the show, very proudly of it. He's featured in Latina Magazine, and I'm really proud of him and really great. I'm happy that they featured them. I'm not so happy how they portrayed him, so to speak.
What did they say?
It's called The Others. Those guys from the Chen movies aren't the only hotties around. Check out Equally Crushworthy Pics, which is cool. Then they go, the nice guy, Luis Fonsi, the bad boy, the guy from Prison Break. You go down, the obscure one.
Gustavo?
Yeah. Well, the obscure one.
That means he's on the cusp. He hasn't broken through quite yet, and a lot of people don't know. I think that's what it implies.
Okay. All right. But there's a picture, and it's a picture of him in his leather jacket, which I dig, in front of graffiti. I mean, come on. Why?
He's not very like.
He's not
very gangster. I don't know.
Trying to edge him up. But this is what they say about him. Ladies, meet the next Juanes. The singer-songwriter who was born in Mexico City but moved to California when he was 5, grew up on Bruce Springsteen and Maná. And he's currently in the studio with the other Gustavo, Santolaya, tweaking his upcoming Spanish language debut, Entre la ciudad y el mar.
Pues chido.
Great.
Suave.
Yeah, that little write-up's great. I just don't like the obscure one in the picture.
Well, let's write them a letter. Let's talk to their photo.
Entre la noche y el amanecer, fantasmas salen sin saber, con el pasado que fue y va, con los sueños de la ciudad. Y a veces niños se esconderán entre murallas y la voluntad de ser otro adulto infeliz y sin piedad aquí en la ciudad.